And with that, we are officially underway with the Superstock class. And there you have the bikes all pulling up into their grid positions. And it's a good turnaround. A big shout out to all of the logistical officers and race control, of course, that have set up the Sepang International Circuit. Full circuit being used here at round 3, 5.542 kilometers, 15 corners, 13, 14 and 15, of course, being the big obvious overtaking opportunities, but Sepang does give you a lot of other opportunities as well in the 3 sectors that it's made up of. I wonder which of these riders is going to make it through. Now, as I said, Mohamed Hafiz Noor Azman, Jonathan Sarapika and Nasruddin Mat Yusof, there was just literally a matter of seconds between them at the end of round 2.
And they are the 3 riders on the front row.
Yeah, and Hafiz right up front as well. So you can expect Jonathan Sarapika and Nasruddin Mat Yusof to be making a quick dive into turn 1 almost immediately to try and get that lead.
So just, you want to be looking out for Jonathan Sarapika is on bike 48. Nasruddin Mat Yusof is on bike 52, and our leader in pole position, Hafiz Azman, bike 98.
You just see there on the ground where those numbers have been put up so that they all know exactly where they're supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure they knew that anyway. There's a lot of logistical procedures, so yes, great turnout once again from race control. We've been in charge of everything, and
it's all been running very smoothly today.
It has, yeah. Well, it always does. Each of these rounds so far has been a culmination of 5 championships, really, and they've been just dishing out great racing action for all the fans that have made their way up to the Sepang International Circuit, which is something you should do as well if you're in the area. As we said, we've now confirmed that it's not going to rain on you. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but maybe. But you should get up here, possibly for race 2 tomorrow. As I said, all the action kicks off at 9:15. Come and join us up here for what has been proving to be thrilling racing action in every single one of these sub-classes that we've seen.
If you've just joined us, we've had 3 superb races so far today at the Sepang International Circuit. The Asia Talent Cup kicked things off for us. Then we had the Super Sport category. And just before this race was the Open Production 250.
And I don't actually know which of those 3 I would then say. I mean, they were all such different races.
They're all completely different races.
I actually really like the Super Sport class with that fight between Ismail Smiley and Iqbal Kuzami. That was great to see because they were really pushing each other so hard in first and second with just half a second between them that they ended up something like 28 seconds ahead of everybody else off a 12-lap race. Now we look at the grid, there is confirmation. Hafiz Noor Azman, Jonathan Sarapika and Nasruddin Mat Yusof on the front row in the top 3 places.
In the second row then you've got Muhammad Radzi, Michael Tan and Azwan Abdul Malik, 4, 5 and 6.
And third row, Adib Zulfadli Rostin, Mohamed Yusni, Mohamed Jani and Lingam Ramu in 7th, 8th and 9th.
Li Wei Hong, Adib Ali and Dominic Chang make up the 4th row.
That is also Li Wei Hong, the top of the rookies class. Mohamed Najub alias Razali bin Masood and Mohamed Jamilul Tamisi, another big finisher in the rookies class, 13th, 14th and 15th.
1 Muhammad Farizan, Muhammad Akid Basarom and Zamza Riman Sarip on row 6.
Row 7 sees Benoit Gouret from France, Pan Kim Mun and Noor Hamaruddin Abu Hassan, but international flavor on the 7th row.
Row 8 then sees Muhammad Rehan Rosli, Hamdan bin Ahmad and Abdul Hadi Sanif.
And those are our 23 starters. And they should just about be ready now.
So these bikes will go off on their sighting lap before returning to their grid positions for the red flag, the green flag, the red lights, and the big off. 3 minutes.
Superstock racing has actually been around for quite a while. since around about 1988 was the first time that you actually saw Superstock bikes out, and usually a 1000cc 4-cylinder, very powerful indeed, with limited modifications for safety and of course crash survivability. Is going to enhance their bike's performance by modifying certain areas of the road gear and replacing standard bodywork with patent race items as well. But again, it is for these Pirelli developed tires, and it's usually between 16 and 28 years. That's the age limit for the Superstock destruction that's been happening, as I said, for a while now. 1988 means that this class of racing has been around for almost 30 years, and it's been an integral part of the Superbike Championship.
So these are the big bikes you see on roads, your police bikes.
That's right.
Your courier
the more
bikes.
powerful bikes, yeah.
Yeah.
And it can only get bigger with the Superbikes as well.
Which means, yeah, they go a heck of a lot faster than your open production 250s.
Well, that's for certain. Yeah, and we should be seeing some sector times and some lap times, which should be a lot faster as well. But that, of course, is going to be up to the field of riders ahead of us here. Coming up after this will be the big one, which will be the Superbike, and that is the only class of bike that will be bigger than this, if not as big. Before those KTM RC 390s, as I was saying with them, that's going to be an interesting race. It was in round 2 as well, and we'll get to that when we get to it. Right now, this is the 4th of the championships on offer today at the Sepang International Circuit, with the 1-minute board shown. All key personnel only allowed, and in fact it's most probably with 1 minute going to be just the drivers, but there are set regulations: 5, 10 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute and 1 minute boards. So the safety car there, large field of riders, expected to be fast.
That was Huff's stalled at the start there, a bit worrying.
Oh yeah, makes you wonder a little bit. So as they get off onto that warm-up lap, safety car watching from behind. And hear the bigger engines.
Yeah, we're positioned right by the start line. So we've heard all different categories of roars that have literally gone past.
We've heard different racing engines throughout.
And we can tell you so far it's been the biggest roar.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And it's going to be the biggest once they actually start off. That was just kicking off on their warm-up lap. Good, solid bikes. Looked like Jonathan Sarapiga up front. He will of course take his position back into second. A little teaser of what's to come perhaps. This is sector 2, the flowing part of Sepang. A lot of smooth, long corners. You can pick up a lot of speed here. This is one of the bona fide overtaking opportunities here on this corner. That's going to lead into sector 3.
Then going around the Sepang International Circuit on their sighting lap before they all bundle up at the start line, and the Supersport category will be off.
Oh,
Superstock category,
yeah. And that is Aswan Abdul Malik then, the 29 bike right in the center of your screen. 6th on the grid. There he is. Getting into the back straight now. That's turn 14. And everyone is going to be set settling down and getting ready now. Green flags everywhere. Nerve-wracking time for them, of course. The last round was back in March. I've had plenty of time to think about this. That's a great shot of turn 15, the final hairpin. So many massive names from motorsport have been around that hairpin. So everyone set up, looking ready to go.
So it's a front row then of Hafiz Osman, Jonathan Sarapika and Nazaruddin Matyusov.
And those two last names, Jonathan Sarapika and Nazaruddin Matyusov, the names that are topping the championship at the moment. Well, all looks good on the grid.
That's the last bike there of Hadi Sanif. Gets in place. Red flag, green flag.
Which means red lights. And as soon as they go off, 3 to 5 seconds, there you go. We are off. Superstock Race 1, Round 3, Malaysia Superbike Championship 2017.
And it's looking like Jonathan Sarapika in that yellow bike.
Got into a very good start.
Yeah, he's going to hit the first corner first.
Wow, would you look at that. Absolutely clean start from him, lots of space.
I think Mohammed Radzi Omar is in second. We'll confirm that for you as they complete the first sector. And these are really aesthetically beautiful bikes to look at,
they're
really,
wonderful.
aren't they?
Yeah, they're wonderful.
They're big, they're chunky with fat tires, and you often, well, I often have to look twice at them when I see them, when I walk past one.
Yeah, well, I walked past a few just now actually, and I have to say that they do catch the eye. Proper racing bikes. Now, as they get into the final sector and they get past the front line, we'll tell you exactly who has made the best of starts. It looks like Jonathan Sarapika up front.
Hafiz Osman in second. I think Nazaruddin Matyusov, I saw 52 as the third bike. We will confirm that in a few moments.
This is sector 3, and that immediately is Hamiruddin Abu Hassan, and that's
his
a
race
very
done.
early retirement for him. Something didn't go quite right. This is what it's all about, really. So, up at the front,
Adib Ali.
well, that is definitely Hafiz Osman in second. I think that is Jonathan Sarapika up front. Well, I think that Jonathan Sarapika has managed to, yes, that's confirmed now. He is up front. Hafiz Osman in second, Radzi Omar in third, Adib Ali in fourth. And where is Nazaruddin Matyusov? Well, he's down to seventh, believe it or not. Adib Zulfadli in fifth, Michael Tan in sixth. Well, if it stays like this, then Jonathan Sarapika is going to be very happy indeed.
Fastest lap, fastest sector 1 in on lap 2 as well. That's from our current leader, Jonathan Sarapika.
Absolutely rocketing around. 2:18.042 is the fastest lap that's been set so far.
And currently leading the rookies is Jamalul Tamizi on bike 89. Second place goes to Li Wei Hong, bike number 9. And third is Mohammed Farazad.
The fastest time in qualifying was 2:12.618. So 2:18.042 really isn't that far off. In fact, with that lap, we would have qualified in about 10th anyway. But remember, qualifying is an empty track, a whole different kettle of fish, as they say. Meanwhile, that is his best time, but it's not the fastest time.
He's got the fastest sector 2.
He has got the fastest sector 2 though.
That's Hafiz Noor Azman, bike 98.
Now, just as a comparison, some of the other bikes that we've seen on the track today, they've been completing sector 1 in about 31, 32 seconds. Well, these Superstocks are doing it in 25, 26 seconds. And they've just started. So here is Jonathan Sarapica. There is that fastest time, 2:18.042.
So Hafiz is now leading Jonathan Sarapica.
That's right.
Razi Omar is 3rd. Adib Ali's having a very steady race in 4th.
Now, the reason why Hafiz Noor Azman has managed to take Jonathan Sarapica is he set an even faster time. 2:13.809 is now the fastest lap for everyone to beat. That was his last lap as well, so I wonder how much faster he can get. Well deserved from Hafiz.
The leaders on their second lap at the moment, lapping sector 1 in about 25, 26 seconds. That's amazingly fast.
It really is.
0.8 second lead between first and second.
I wonder if that's going to be enough. 10 laps to go. And this is all just good work from Hafiz Noor Azman, who did just as well in qualifying. He was the one that put in that 2:12.618 on that Honda CBR to get top spot. He was just beaten off the line by Jonathan Sarapica off the start, but has now settled into a nice fast rhythm.
This is a 12-lap race. They've completed 2 laps already. Hafiz Azman, bike 98, leading bike 48. Jonathan Sarapica in 3rd place. Razi Omar in 4th place. Adib Ali, Michael Tan in 5th. Nazaruddin Matyuso has worked his way back up to 6th now.
And in the rookies class, I can tell you that on the HKM Times Bike Racing team, M. Jamalul Tamisi is again heading the pack over Lee Wei Hong. That was exactly the situation of round 2. Fastest riders in each class always seem to just come up to the surface. Now, a very fast lap has just been put in by both Jonathan Sarapica and Ahmed Razi Omar in 2nd and 3rd, but still not fast enough. Still not as fast as the 2:13.619, which is the fastest that we've seen. That's just 1 second off his qualifying pole position for Hafiz Noor Azman.
And we look at some of the back markers.
I was with Abdul Malik, that's actually 8th, 9th and 10th that we were watching. You can see there, they're about 14 seconds off our leader, Hafiz Noor Azman. It's really just the top 3 that are within 3 seconds of each other, and there's a 5-second drop. And then after that, there's another 5-second drop. That's Abdul Malik again in 8th.
Followed by Lee Wei Hong Bike number 9 in 9th.
So fast times being put in by pretty much the entire pack so far in this race 1 of the Superstock class. Superbike Championship round 3. 2 more rounds to go. September and November. That's Li Wei Hong you just saw in the corner of your screen. And he is second in the rookies class, 9th overall. There's that yellow bike. That's Li Wei Hong's bike.
It's up to 8th at the moment, Li Wei Hong.
And there's Jamalul Khamisi, who is heading that pack. It's important, of course, for both of these classes. And if you are a rookie, then you can qualify with a certain cut-off time. If I remember rightly, it's 2:17. And if you can get around this track in 2:17, then you're qualifying to be a Superstock rookie. And that is the exact time right now that Jamalul Khamisi is actually clocking in 2:17.767. That's Li Wei Hong with looking inside, didn't quite have the ball. Meanwhile, up at the front, Hafiz Noazman, Jonathan Sarapica and Mohamed Razi Omar are the 3 in contention for the podium spots, with Nasruddin Matyusov now up to 4th. It's good for him because remember he got down to 7th, but he is 5 seconds off Razi Omar in 3rd. As we just keep looking at this battle for 8th, 9th and 10th.
So they're all coming up to complete lap 4 then.
Hafiz Noazman we just heard go past, as did Jonathan Sarapica and Mohamed Razi Omar. They're already on lap 5.
Nasruddin Matyusov's up to 4th again, so maybe he had a few problems at the start, but he's certainly ironing them out and moving up the grid.
Well, it was always going to be an interesting battle between those two. Jonathan Sarapica and Nasruddin Matyusov, the 2 leaders of the championship. There is 11 points between them. Remember, 25 points for first, 20 for second, 16 for third. 2 races per weekend. So plenty of permutations we'll get to here in what is a very close championship. Now, Mohamed Hafiz Noazman, I can tell you, our leader is actually 5th in the championship, and he is on a 2-win streak after winning both rounds, both races in round 2. So this could be his 3rd consecutive win if he can pull it off. And he is only 8 points behind Nasruddin Matyusov, so he could very, very well take 2nd spot here.
And he's the man with the fastest lap at the moment, 2:13.462.
Well, he's only 20 points off Jonathan Sarapica's 77 championship lead, so
4.377 second lead between Mohamed Hafiz and Jonathan Sarapica.
Just doing a bit of on-the-spot calculation. If Jonathan Sarapica should finish 2nd and gets 20 points, then that would put him on 97. If Hafiz gets 25, then that would put him on 83. So he should move into 2nd spot. Nasruddin Yusuf will only pick up 13, and that would make him 79. So yes, this could be a very, very, very good race for Hafiz Noor Azman. After winning the last 2 races in round 2 in March, he could finally move up the championship should he win this one and put in another fast result tomorrow in race 2. And that's where we stand in the championship. Still that 2:13.658 set by him as well as the fastest lap. 4 seconds clear of Jonathan Sarapica. Everything going well for him right now.
So they're halfway through the Superstock race, 6 laps complete. Hafiz Azman still leading, still with the fastest time. Jonathan Sarapica 4.5 seconds behind in second.
Oh, well, look at that. We've seen a complete slide off.
Benoit's gone off.
We hope Benoit Gourret from France is okay. He's not moving. Well, now he is.
That's worrying.
That is worrying. That's a very, very fast place to go off. Well, at least he seems open and sentient, and he is getting up. But, wow, that looked pretty scary. I think it's safe to say that Benoit's race is over. He was running in 16th. Li Wai Hong now has taken over as head of the rookies class. Now it's good to see that the track officials and the stewards were just on hand to help Benoit Guriot there get off track, make sure he's safe, get the bike off track. Looked like a pretty clean slide that he had, but it was at speed, so. Now that's Mohamed Razi Omar, and I think that's Nasruddin Yusuf behind him.
That's the 3rd and 4th there.
Yep, there's only half a second between them. That is the big battle going on for 3rd and 4th. And of course, it's something that Nasruddin's going to want to win, because if not, he is in danger of losing his 2nd spot in the championship. He'll still have the chance tomorrow, of course, to make up for it. And I think he should be through here. Well, I say should be, but was just cut off.
You're watching the battle between 3rd and 4th. Mohamed Razi Omar, bike 90, Nasruddin Yusuf, bike 52,
and again, Nasruddin has just been shown the door. You'd have to say with this amount of pressure that he's putting on, that he's bound to find a way through at some point. He wants to find a way through. 3 extra points between 3rd and 4th, 16 and 13 if I'm right. And it looks like he's not going to have enough laps to catch the top 2. So his main aim right now is to get past that black 90 bike. Just looking at their times, he is currently faster by a second.
A chance here, and again.
Wow, this is good defending. Great defending from Razi. Nasruddin just can't find a way through. And by doing so, he seems to have actually dropped back a little bit. It just goes to prove exactly how careful you have to be. That BMW bike. a Honda CBR 1000 RF that Radzi is riding. So getting into 8 laps as we look at another chance here, and I think he's done it this time. Well, that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Broke very late and just flew past, and look at the amount of daylight he's got just from that one move. So Nasruddin Matyusov up into 3rd, and that's really going to help his chances to keep that 2nd spot in the championship.
He's still a good 13 seconds behind the leader. Can he make up the ground?
Well, I don't think he'll do it in 4 laps.
Not in 4 laps, probably.
He is. Jonathan Sarapica is currently the fastest person on track with a 2:13.915. So maybe he can make up the 5-second gap that he has behind Hafiz Noor Azman. But I think it might be a little bit too much of an ask for Nasruddin Matyusov here to make up the 8 odd seconds to catch 2nd place Jonathan Sarapica. There is our leader, Mohammed Hafiz Noor Azman, cruising to what could be his 3rd consecutive win.
It's been a terrific ride from this man, bike 98. Hafiz Noor Azman led from start to finish, had pole position. Fastest lap of 2:13.842. And that's a credit to Fast Throttle Motorsports.
Well, exactly. Jonathan Sarapica, even if he finishes 2nd, will still have the most reliable run of results with a 3rd, a win, a 3rd, a 2nd, and then another 2nd. And that's the kind of run of results you want if you want to succeed in a championship that takes place over 6 months. You want to be able to get on that bike, get out there, and be as fast as possible. And I think it's just going to be a bit too much for Nasruddin Matyusov to make up.
Well, the gap's even bigger now. It's gone up to 15 seconds between Hafiz Azman and Nasruddin Matyusov.
Well, that's because Hafiz has just put in a 2:13.462. So he really has been, once again, just to clarify that, he qualified with a 2:12.618. So he's literally just a second over his qualifying times. That's how fast he's running right now. Clear track ahead of him. Might have to deal with a couple of back markers maybe in these last 3 laps, but I don't think anything is going to stop him at this rate. Good shot there of exactly how close this racing is in terms of your personal body to the track. Literally knees on the asphalt when it comes to superbike racing. There is Jonathan Sarapica, and you can see, as we see another retirement, and that's a BMW. That looks like Nasruddin Matyusov's bike. It is.
It is Nasruddin
Matyusov's bike.
Now that is massive.
Well, that has just thrown a massive cat amongst the pigeons, because that is the 2nd placed man in the championship who was looking for points.
Effectively out of the race now.
Effectively, he's got to be out of the race, I would have thought. And I think he may have actually taken out Radzi Omar. It may have been an overtaking move, because we're not receiving any signals.
Radzi Omar's up to 3rd.
Okay, no, Radzi is back, so Radzi's fine. But that is Nasruddin Matyusov, and this means that pretty much for sure Hafiz Noor Azman is going to take over 2nd spot in the championship, albeit for now.
Let's hope he's not hurt, for there's another race tomorrow.
There's another race tomorrow. It's early in the morning. It looked like he was walking fine. That is Radzi Omar, so we can confirm that he is doing just fine. And he, though, has lost a lot of time. He's now 13 seconds behind Jonathan Sarapica.
But he, in turn, has a 12.5-second lead over the 4th place Adebali.
It looks pretty much set in stone now, unless we see another shock retirement, and for Nasruddin, that really was the worst news possible. He was on his way to picking up 16 points to add to his 65 that he's got now. Jonathan Sarapic, of course, is going to have another 20, so he'll be on to 97. And Hafiz Noor Azman, well, he will have 75. And by nature of that, will, at least for one race, move into second spot. And I wonder what psychological effect that's going to have on Nasruddin. A lot of great racing today. So 2 laps to go. And Hafiz has just put in another fastest lap, 2:13.347. So he just keeps getting faster, and that's why he's built up that 7-second gap. There he is, absolutely rocketing along. Another Malaysian name, Ross, about to make it onto the top spot of the podium here at Sepang International Circuit. If you've just joined us, this is the official live stream from Sepang International, covering the Malaysia Superbike Championship round 3 of 5. There'll be 2 more rounds, one in September, one in November, and all of the championships that we've watched have been heating up rather nicely indeed on this day 1.
Yep, this is day 1. As Jeevan says, day 2 starts early tomorrow. Expect a 9:15 a.m. start. Now, we're on the last lap here in the Superstock category. And
there has been incident. There has been definitely a lot of headlines being made. Nasruddin Mat Yusof has made most of them, but this man here, Mohammed Hafiz Noor Azman, has shown again, after almost a 2-month break, that he is the fastest man in Superstock. 2 wins in the last round, and at least they were close though. I mean, there was only 5 seconds between him and second, third, fourth, but this time he's a full 8 seconds ahead of second place Jonathan Sarapic.
And there's also a back marker, Hamdan Ahmad, in front of Jonathan Sarapic and Hafiz Azman.
I don't think he's going to prove that much of a problem.
Sensationally, we've had a retirement from Nasruddin Mat Yusof.
That was pretty sensational. We didn't get many details on it, but it looked for a second that he had possibly touched maybe Mohammed Radzi Omar and come out the worst of it.
Yeah, he was riding in 4th at the time.
Well, they were very close at the time. There was only about half a second between them, so it's not too much to...
Penultimate corner for our leader.
So, what a race for Mohammed Hafiz Noor Azman. There's the checkered flag. There's 25 points for him, and for the moment at least...
A hat-trick of wins.
A hat-trick of wins, and for the moment at least, that hat-trick of wins has pushed him up to second in the championship. Jonathan Sarapic has picked up 20 points, and therefore will consolidate his lead up at the top and his remarkable run of reliability as well. And we should see Mohammed Radzi Omar turning up. Li Wei Hong in charge and in control of the rookies class.
Mohammed Radzi Omar,
He
Michael
finishes
Tan
first.
and Adib Ali have just finished. Li Wei Hong's come in 6th and the 1st in the rookies.
That's right. And he should be followed by Zamzarim Ansarim. But that will be in a while. It's be about 20 seconds, and that is Hafiz Noor Azman very happy with his ride. We're very happy with his ride as well. 26:53.005 with a sparkling 2:13.347 after qualifying with a 2:12.618. He really has been on fire, absolute fire. And he set the pace for Jonathan Sarapic, who again proved very, very reliable, as you can see there. Now, will it, over the next 2 rounds, come down to... That's a very nice shot.
Very nice. Between the 1st and 2nd.
Will it come down over the championship to Hafiz with big wins on the day, or will it come down to these constant podium finishes?
Consistency.
Yeah, Jonathan Sarapica, that's what we're going to have to look for. But with the 2 races coming up, or the 2 rounds coming up, that's 5 races all in all still to decide the Superstock Championship. And you can't not count out 3 wins in a row for Mohammed Hafiz Noor Azman. Since he literally joined the championship, he's been winning these rounds and taking a little bit of the glory away from this man here, Jonathan Sarapica. And tragedy, as we could say, well, not tragedy, tragedy is the worst word you can use in motorsport, but definitely heartbreak for Nasruddin Matyusov. Had a good run, made a good start, made it all the way up to 3rd, and was really looking, or made to 4th, and was looking to take 3rd, but something must have happened round about lap 9 or 10, we suspect, and he was out of the running after that.
That's Li Wei Hong, winner of the rookies. Finished 6th overall. Great ride, very fast times as well.
Yeah,
put in by Wei Hong.
Right up there with the A-class riders, has to be said. And then 2nd, Zamzari Mansarip and Pang Kim Mun. 1, Mohammed Farizan in 4th, Mohammed Akid Basarom in 5th, Mohammed Rehan Rosli in 6th for the rookies class. But Li Wei Hong, again, building on a really good round 2 as well. Interesting that no Jamilul Tamisi this time.
Yep.
To worry about. Both of them were fighting for it, but it looks like he didn't finish and retired on the lap 10, according to our computers. So into the Parc Fermé for all the riders. And as has been the usual protocol for the day, their bikes are about to get checked out by race control and race officials. And so the full results from the Superstock Race 1, Round 3, Hafiz Noor Azman way out front with a beautiful ride. Jonathan Sarapica again consistently in 2nd and still topping the championship. Mohamed Razi Omar in 3rd, Michael Tan in 4th, Adib Ali in 5th, Li Wei Hong in 6th, also the top of the rookies class. Mohamed Yusni in 7th, Azwan Malik in 8th, Razali Masood in 9th, and Lingam Ramu in 10th.
In 11th, Dominic Chang from Singapore. In 12th, Zamzariman Sarip. Pang Kim Mun in 13th. 14th was Adib Zulfadli Rosdin. 1, Muhammad Farizan in 15th. Muhammad Akib Basarom in 16th. Muhammad Rehan Rosli in 17th. Hamdan bin Ahmad in 18th. Jamalul Tamizi 19th. And Nazaruddin Matyusov credited with 20th.
And these are the riders that didn't quite make it. Abdul Hadi Sanif, Benoit Gure, of course, who had that slide on the corner. Mohamed Najib Alis and Noor Hamiruddin Abu Hassan, all DNFs this time round. Maybe they'll fare better tomorrow. Once again, that race is going to be early on. All the races are going to be early tomorrow. Superstock will be actually at 1:15 tomorrow, so be here for the live stream for that. We'll be